Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and today we are talking about Lil Yachty and how he treated his friend Mitch on their own podcast in front of the rapper Tik Tok. But before we get into it, please do me a favor, do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. It really helps out with the channel, lets me know that you are rocking with the content. Guys, thank you so much for all the subscribers I've been getting as of late. I told you guys I've been on my grind, and I've been trying to post every day just to give you guys some sort of content, and I am going to be doing different stuff soon. I'm going to be posting a lot of reels and shorts, so be on the lookout for those. Speaking of which, make sure that you follow me on all of my social media platforms at WattsTV94. That is at WattsTV94. Follow me on Twitch. I was on Twitch last night. We were live. We were playing Wukong, and it was fun, man. It was so fun. I can't wait to stream it again. So make sure that you guys follow my Twitch so that you can also watch when I start streaming Wukong again. That was so much fun. Also join the Discord, man, if you haven't already. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. This is how you have easier access to me, and this is how you can also send me reaction videos, topics, etc. But without further ado, let's get into the topic of Lil Yachty. So I was chilling last night, right? I just mentioned that I was streaming. While I was streaming, I really wasn't looking at my phone. So after I stopped, I pull up Twitter and I see Yachty is just crashing out on everybody, bro. And I was like, what is going on? So I pull up like a bunch of videos, and I see that Yachty essentially disrespected his friend in front of a rapper during their podcast, and it was just weird. I really don't even know how to describe it, but I'm going to give you guys context, right? Because I had to find context for myself before I even talked about this situation. So basically, this all started because Yachty essentially said, if you don't have money, if you don't have a job, and you need to feed your kids, you got to do what you got to do. And when I say you got to do what you got to do, that means robbing and stealing, essentially. And his friend Mitch's response was, no, you should try to get a job. And Yachty's response to his friend was, you never had a job, how you going to tell somebody to get one? Which is just a weird response, because Mitch is here basically saying, yo, you don't want to rob people, you don't want to, steal from people for obvious, like, morally, that's wrong. Like, you shouldn't do that, which I agree with. I don't necessarily agree with Yachty here. I understand if you have kids and you're trying to feed them, but there are other avenues that you can take. Bro, please go get a job at McDonald's and do what you have to do. Get multiple jobs. Do what you have to do. So in this instance, I am inclined to agree with Mitch, but the way that this conversation was handled by Yachty was just wild and mad disrespectful. Let's watch the clip.
Which way this?
All right, so
Well, I know I'm right, so what's
okay.
up?
Okay,
What's
cool.
going on?
So let's go back to 2015. We was at my mama's house, right? I'm at my mama's house. Now Mitch is like 2-3 years older than me. All right, now Mitch came to me, and for maybe a year.
So at this point, you could just tell that the energy is just off.
You didn't just start making beats, by the way. You've been making beats since who knows how long you've been making beats for, a very long time. All right? And up until... How long have we been doing this? Okay, so up until about maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, what you spent a lot of time trying to find your steps.
Right.
Right, but so
That's my point.
No. Imagine if you didn't have a friend who's already extremely successful to help you get on your feet. A lot of people don't have that. So what I'm saying is, what do you say? Because you didn't want to get a job.
So, like, you see what I mean, though, bro? The way that Yachty handled this conversation is just trash. We'll go back to it in a second. But for him to say, yo, if you didn't, he's basically saying here, yo, like, if you didn't have a successful friend, i.e. me, who got this podcast for you, then you would probably be out here also robbing and stealing. Who knows what you would be doing because you didn't want to get a job, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. It's like a lot of shade is being thrown, like, from Yachty. You know what I'm saying? For him to be like, yo, if I didn't do this for you, God only knows where you would end up. You know, that's kind of icky to me. That's weird. That's wild. And you guys got to watch out for the people who constantly have to remind you what they did for you. Those are people that you do not want in your life. You got to push those people out, because anybody that does something for you and then throw it back in your face is crazy. And over a conversation like this is really wild.
I never even suggested you get a job because I knew you wouldn't get a job. So what do you say to a who like, hey, I see a with a shiny watch. I got a gun, a dusty gun. It's gonna take a shiny watch. You know what I'm saying? What are you telling? I'm not gonna encourage it, but you gotta think about people got families.
What I'm telling you is it's shit you can tell.
What?
Even if what I'm telling you.
Think about yourself.
Listen though. Even if then, that's the point I'm trying to make to you, bro.
What point?
Even if I wasn't doing shit righteous then, older now, so I would not tell him to do anything like I was.
Correct. Again, I agree with his friend. What Mitch is basically saying is, yo, like, yes, you helped me get to a certain point, but now that I'm at this certain point, I, in my good conscience, cannot tell somebody to, yo, you need to rob somebody. You need to do this. You need to do that. Yes, I got lucky because I had a good friend, but me being the person that I am today, I cannot tell you to go rob somebody and to go steal from someone else. That's crazy, because morally that's wrong. So basically all Mitch is saying here is, I'm not going to tell somebody that they need to go out and to rob and to steal in order to provide for their family. There are other outlets. There are. He's absolutely right. Just because he didn't take those opportunities and those outlets, like getting a job at McDonald's or whatever, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it.
Back then, bro.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's fine, but that's because you've been through years of development.
Bro, that's the point of it. So I can.
Yeah, that is the point. He is saying that he has grown as a person. So in good conscience, he cannot encourage somebody or tell somebody to either rob or steal or kill or whatever.
That's the point.
But think about, remove me from this situation. Remove me. I was never in your life. What the would you have been doing? I feel like you might have been doing that shit. Who knows what you would have been doing if you ain't having to show you
right there. What are you saying, bro?
I'm saying that what you're saying is not. You're not like, it's not true. You wouldn't tell him, hey man, just go get a job, man.
No, I ain't saying no. That's not what I said. I ain't say I would tell a nigga to go get a job. I ain't say that. I said I would.
Basically, what Mitch was saying is that he wouldn't encourage someone to do whatever they have to do in order to feed their family, their kids, or whatever. So that entire conversation was just weird to me, because I'm like, Yachty, why are you going so hard on your mans for? So just because he didn't want a job, just because he didn't work a job, because he had a successful friend that is a rapper, he didn't have to. But that doesn't mean that he can't talk to other people and say, yo, you shouldn't go down this route because, it can lead to X, Y, and Z, jail, death, whatever. And then now you really won't be able to feed your family, Don't get me wrong. Life is not just black and white. There are plenty of gray areas. And sometimes, people do certain things because of their financial status, because they have kids or whatever. And I get that. But that doesn't mean that you should tell people to do it or you should condone it. So yeah, anyway, Yachty went on live and he crashed out on live on his former artist Caribou and also on Mitch. We just gonna get into Mitch because I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a damn about Caribou. That's for those of you who know or who don't know, Caribou was used to be one of Yachty's artists. And it turns out that she wasn't even writing her own music. No, that literally shocked no one, considering Yachty is a literal writer. So, I don't know why people were shocked. Anyway, let's see what he had to say about Mitch.
Y'all online talking about some Lil Yachty bullying, disrespecting his friend in front of Key Glock. Yes, bro. Bro, Mitch came to me like, I need to do something in life. Help me out. I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to give you a platform. I'm going to find someone to sponsor us, and I'm going to give you a platform. We're going to make a podcast, and I'm going to show people how funny you are, I'm gonna show people how crazy you are. I'm gonna show people like how cool you are. And it's gonna give you a platform. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wanna do no motherfucking podcast, nigga. I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Got millions of dollars. I don't need to talk to other rappers.
If you want to call yourself that, I would. People use the term rapper very loosely these days. I will call Yachty a writer before I call him a rapper. No shade, no disrespect, but that's just how I feel. I'm sorry. He can write for other people, but he can't write for himself.
What the fuck are we talking about?
And also, I don't like how it's like he's talking down on There's nothing wrong with having a podcast. Like, I don't want no motherfucking podcast. What's wrong with having a podcast? So, what's wrong with talking with other rappers? Why is that beneath you?
I did the podcast for Mitch. Don't put goddamn $400,000 in Mitch's pocket. And y'all sitting here talking about something. He disrespecting his friend. And I ain't fucking with Mitch, bro. I've been asleep all day. I wake up to this crazy shit. Mitch, how the fuck you didn't go on the internet and tell these folks that we playing, bro?
No. Because I think he did go on Twitter and basically say it wasn't that big of a deal. But that conversation, the energy was weird. Everybody felt the energy was weird. That's why so many people are like, yo, Yachty most definitely like just disrespected his mans. Like, what's going on? But don't get on live and say that y'all were playing. You were not playing, bro. You were serious. You were like, you were not going to get a job, okay? If it wasn't for me, you would be stealing and robbing. That was the energy that you gave off. What are you talking about?
That tweet got goddamn 6 million views on it. Why the fuck you ain't going there telling folks we playing? Man, it's Twitter, bro. You know how they is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. All right, fuck that then, nigga. Fuck the podcast, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck.
That's crazy. Again, when people... I cannot stand people like this. I really cannot. And honestly, this makes me like really dislike Yachty, because if you are going to do something for someone, then do it. Don't constantly remind them what you do for them. That is so shitty. A lot of people only do nice things just so that they could throw it back in your face. That is one of the reasons as to why a bunch of people, especially black men, Jesus Christ, black men, we will fucking drown. We would drown before we even ask for help. I had to get out of that mindset a long time ago, okay? Because I don't want someone to throw something back in my face if I ask for help. Because a lot of people would do that. So be very wary about these people. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree? Please let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, this wasn't cool. He most definitely disrespected his mans in front of Tik Tok. Like that's just weird. Like why did you feel the need to harp on that specific conversation just to say if you didn't meet me, then you would probably be doing the same thing that you're telling people not to do? I mean, yo, there are drug dealers out here telling kids that you shouldn't deal drugs. It's fine. Dealing drugs is not fine, but them telling that you don't want to be like me, you want to be better than me, I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, they should be doing that. They should be. But again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.